What's going on, YouTube? Okay, guys, so first and foremost, I want to apologize because I haven't uploaded any new content in a long time. And the reason why is because we went ahead and got ourselves a brand new camera just to make sure that we gave you guys better quality on our content. I want to improve my YouTube channel, so I went ahead and I got myself a better camera. Now, that being said, and let's get that out the way. I want to talk about today. You guys know what the title is, so let's not go into that. So, let's talk about it. We have here in our hands the Nacon Revolution Unlimited Pro controller for PS4 and PC. And the Razer Wolverine Tournament Edition controller, which is for Xbox and PC. Now, I don't have an Xbox, but the reason why I got this controller is because I am now playing on PC, and recently, about a month ago, I couldn't find the parts for my controller, so I had to order a new controller, and I went ahead and I ordered this one. I did my research. This was the one that I ended up ordering, the Razer Wolverine. But I want to go into details, and I want to talk about both of them, and I want to mention some things that I've found out about each one of them, and what's the pros and cons between both controllers. Just let me drink my coffee. Okay, so let's talk about, you know what? I'm gonna leave this for last. Talk about the Wolverine first. Alright, this is Xbox controller. See. Focus. Alright, there you go. This is an Xbox controller. Okay. You also have two extra buttons here, bumps. And in the back you have your rear bumps right there. Also, pretty cool thing that this brings is that you can turn them off and turn them on. Alright, so that's pretty dope. Okay, and one thing that I want to point out is that it does have a short bump. You can see that right there, which is probably one of my favorite things about this controller. Alright, because I love that sensitivity. When you're shooting, I play a lot of Modern Warfare, so you want to have some sensitivity. You want to be able to get your shot out. Now, going into it, this is not my favorite controller to play with. This is more like a backup for me right now. And right now it retails at around, when I bought it for 99 bucks. But right now it's retailing for about $113. I'm pretty sure if you guys wait a little bit or look for it somewhere else, you're able to get a better price. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the things I do like about it and the things that I don't. So, the bumps in the back are pretty much, I'm like, you know, just to let you guys know the reason why I got this controller and why I got a controller with bumps in the back. I'm not so talented when it comes to using a regular controller. I play a lot of Modern Warfare, a lot of Call of Duty, so I kind of was looking for something to give me some comfort, jumping, sliding, because I love to jump, I love to slide. You know, and if you guys have seen pro players playing Call of Duty, you know, there's a lot of jumping and a lot of sliding and a lot of, you know, that going on. So I wanted to get something that gave me that comfort where I didn't have to move my fingers. I used to drop shot a lot using R3. I'm not sure if it's R3, but I used to drop shot, you know, using R3. And I kind of wanted something that I can use comfortably without having to move my hands so much and getting my fingers out, and you know, it's just that was it for me. You know, I wanted something to have some real bumps. A lot of people use scuff. I have a couple of friends of mine that have scuff, and I'm not a big fan of scuff. I never had a scuff controller, so I can't speak, you know, about that too much. But I just never decided to get one because, you know, my friends had them and they had some issues, and I'm not gonna go into that. Anyway, another thing that I don't like about this controller is that you can remove the thumbsticks. And I remove the thumbsticks, so that's like you know, one of the things that I didn't like. Still, overall, it's a really good controller, and the bumps are, like I said, they're not sensitive at all. You gotta press on them a lot. So that's one thing I don't like about it. And these right here, once I set them up, the extra 2 bumps right there. Okay, focus on that. Maybe if I don't move too much, it'll focus. Feels like focus on me. All right. On. Okay, finally. So these 2 bumps right here, you can pretty much change them for something else. All right. I didn't like this at all. I didn't like the bumps. The reason why is because if you play Call of Duty and you want to use, you have this right here. This is for your right bump or your R1 on PS4. That's gonna be for your grenades. So sometimes I found that I would go up to, you know, hit the bump for the grenade, and I'll accidentally switch my weapon, because this is where I had my weapon switch right here, and that was a bummer because I would end up hitting my grenade by mistake. So I'm not a big fan of the right bump of these 2 bumps right here, M1 or M2, as they're set up. But overall, I don't want to say too many bad things about this controller because it's really good. It's just some things that I do like and some things that I don't. It's very comfortable, by the way. It's really comfortable. It's small. It fits in my hand pretty perfect. Okay, and that's it for this one. This is my backup, like I said. Now I want to go into my favorite controller. I've loved this thing. The Nacon Revolution Unlimited Pro, and this is for PlayStation. Even though it has the pad for PlayStation, this is the sensor pad. It doesn't really do anything on PC, but it still works pretty much the same on PC. The only thing is, like, if you're playing Warzone, you want to hit the on PS4, this would be like your like, you want to open your map, you gotta hit the share button. That's the only major difference on this. But other than that, it's a pretty awesome controller. You get the bumps. I'm also gonna point out some things that I do like about this controller, why it's my favorite, and some things I don't like about it. First, and just to, you know, get this out the way, Nacon has to kind of improve their customer service. Because the reason why I bought the Wolverine is because I couldn't find the extra thumbsticks, and if you try to go online and buy extra thumbsticks for this controller, you're not gonna find them. I searched everywhere. I had my friends helping me, and we couldn't find anything. Couldn't find a replacement for the thumbsticks. They're a little different from your regular thumbsticks, all right? And I think only Nacon has them. And if you go on their website, they don't sell extra thumbsticks, which is weird. They should. But then I ended up finding the replacement, so after I bought the Wolverine anyway. So that I kind of got to use again. Another thing I don't like about this controller is that the rear um the rear pads, okay. Okay, so the rear pads on this controller, here we go. Those rear pads are way too close to each other. And on the Wolverine, it's only one option. You only get one pad for one button. On this one, you get four. So you get S1, S2, S3, and S4. Which when I uploaded the software and I ended up setting them up, I had to set them up both for just one button. So I did my jumping S3 and S4, which is on the right side. I did it for I put them on both X, and on the left side I did both circle because you know I don't think anyone is that talented to be able to use two fingers in the back and be able to determine. You're already doing too much. So I think for you to have four different settings in the back, it's just not gonna work. So I just set them up both and it works perfectly fine. Now the other thing is that it's a hefty controller. It's bigger than the Wolverine. You can see, you can compare them. One is very bigger than the other. So, see that the Nacon is a lot bigger than the Wolverine, but it's still overall my favorite controller. It comes with, you can remove the back, you can add weight that comes with the oh yeah, before I forget to mention, it comes with this pretty cool case, traveling case. Alright, store it in there, and you get like a pack of weights and extra stuff that you can add to the remote. You have a pocket up here for you to put your cable. It's pretty dope by Nacon, considering the fact that you're spending a lot of money, so that's good. And yeah, overall, I mean, it's been working pretty good for me. You get PC settings, you get PS4 settings, you get profile settings here, and the software for them is pretty cool. I like that. I like the fact that you can, So again, this is not a short bump; it's a full bump. But however, you can go in the software, and their software, and you can change the sensitivity on your bumpers. So that's pretty cool. I upgraded, so I just gotta tap it, so it doesn't matter whether it's short or not. It also retails right now for about $140. I think I paid $150 when I bought it, so it's cheaper now. Another thing is that it's wireless too. It's a wireless. I lost the wireless dongle, so I only use the wire, but wired is better anyway. And I mean, just overall, I love this thing. If you have a PS4 and you're looking in the future to switch to PC, this is something that I would definitely recommend. It's a great controller, even if you're not gonna get into PC. I mean, overall, it's a really well-made controller. I know I've seen a lot of bad reviews about it, and I've seen a lot of good reviews, but I don't have too many bad things to say about it. It's my favorite controller. I used to only play with your regular PS4 controller, which I love. I always, my friends ask me sometimes like, "Oh, why don't you play on mouse and keyboard?" The only game I ever played on mouse and keyboard was Super Mario when I was a kid, and I grew up playing Nintendo 64, PlayStation. I had PlayStations 1 all the way up to 4, so I always had, controllers. And you know, overall, I just been a controller person. I never really got into mouse and keyboard, so that discussion is for another day. So yeah, you definitely wanna if you're it's a little pricey. Um, you can find cheaper controllers online. If I put a PC controller, you can find something for less money online, and you can even get the regular Xbox controller, and it works perfectly fine. But me, I want to make sure that I get something that is worth the money. So, um, control. Let's see what we got. Yeah, you could definitely find something. Right now PS4 controllers are retailing for $59.99. So, but like I said, I love to play, and have the comfort where I'm gonna be able to do extra things without having to break my hands or my head, my brain. So if you're looking to upgrade and have something, quality, you definitely want to look into getting yourself one of these. Nacon's my favorite. I got both of them. Like I said, the Wolverine is my backup, but it's up to you guys. You guys do your homework and you decide what you want to go with, um, and that's it. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that this was able to help a lot of people because I watched a lot of YouTube videos based on the Nacon, and I know there's people out there looking to have a PC controller so they don't have to use their mouse and keyboard. And I hope this kind of gave you some clarity on what to do. I honestly wouldn't recommend anything else because that's what I have, and that's the only thing I can speak on. Maybe in the future I'll get something else that I can review, but as of right now, that's what I got. All right, guys, stay safe. Love.